energy frequency. Our languages are frequencies. The tone I'm playing for you right now in the background is an especially soothing, calming frequency of 963 hertz. They call it the God frequency. Anyway, social media and AI reads frequencies. Your words, every word has a frequency. The ancients and other people in charge of the world have an understanding of this. They don't share it. They will make it sound like it's all mumbo jumbo and you shouldn't believe in all this frequency stuff and all that. It's a thing. How do you think AI works? How do you think, if it's just computers and it's just binary, off and on, binary code, which is a language, math is a language, music is a language, words are a language, and all languages melts down to frequency. We are all, and everything is frequency. We are all just energy. Everything is just energy when you break it down. And the more I learn scientifically, like about quantum theory and all that stuff and what the scientists are discovering, the more it like completely confirms all this spiritual mumbo jumbo, right? And so it's all just the same frequency. My word hacks then, my grammar hacks on TikTok, please watch them. Please follow those too. If you haven't seen them yet, they're short, they're quick, they're easy, and it's hard. They're hard to do at first, but you start to notice it and then you start to catch it and then you start to change it. And before we know it, all our frequency is just elevated way up, and that can only be a good thing. All right, this is going to be our reading for water signs for the last week of January for our water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is going out to Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I happen to be a Cancer rising, so my first impressions on people are often more Cancer-like than Sagittarius-like. All right, before we lay out our Celtic cross for our water signs, we're going to pull one more card from our Arcanum deck. I'm going to do my special little flip-flop, up, down, I like to do. Then I'm going to rifle them. So we'll have a even dispersal of reversals. Say that 10 times fast. We're going to have an even dispersal of reversals. There we go. All right, so that is all mixed for our water signs now for when we draw our confirmation card. Okay, let's see. And like I said earlier, I've got 2 cameras going. I've got to get this worked out. I'm probably going to break down come payday and buy another little digital camera to make some of this filming easier. I'm going to give it one more shuffle. All right, water signs. Let's see how we're coming out today. Shall we? Oh. All right. What do our water signs need to know? What do our water signs need to know? Oh, let's see. Lit up all the gifts in my gift gallery. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, and thank you, Queen Bees, for sharing this live. I love you, and I will. Thank you so much. Shout out to all my G7 people, too. Thank you so much. I decided if I'm recording weekly tarot readings anyway for my YouTube tarot channel, Tarot with Kat, that I should go ahead and go on TikTok and record them live as I'm recording them. Why not? I'm really starting to enjoy TikTok. It has been a learning curve. So gosh, I cannot, usually often it will just jump out and it's not jumping out yet. Water signs. Tell us what we need to know. Here we are. Okay, our water signs are coming up this week as a 7 of Wands. Let me show that real quick and I'll show them again as I explain them more. 7 of Wands, we're being crossed in the middle as our challenge, obstacle, or awareness by the Emperor, Major Arcana, the Emperor. Below us in our subconscious tool shed here, we've got the King of Wands. A lot of kings, a lot of court cards. A lot of court cards and Major Arcana coming up this week for all the readings I've done. It's a general reading. But what that tells me is the general energy for everyone is powerful right now. It's real powerful for everybody. It really is. It really is. There are things going on planetarily that haven't happened in my lifetime in a really long time. And I don't have time to go into all the astrology of it, but there are really amazing things happening astrologically. And those are the same kind of frequencies and energies that also influence this. Plus we're in the year of the fire horse, 2026, which adds to 10, new beginning, 10 years. So it's no wonder I'm having all kinds of court cards and major arcana in my readings. So here we go. Below us, we've got the King of Wands in our subconscious tool shed. That's what we're bringing with us. We're stepping out of, again, little 3 of Hearts, a little bit of heartache, a little bit of little endings there, endings that had to happen. In our crown chakra up here, oh, beautiful, Ace of Cups. Oh, I love it. Ace of Cups in the crown. Then stepping into our immediate future. Oh, make a wish. More major arcana. See? I told you guys, it's a powerful time right now. So you got the Star card in your immediate future, like we're talking right after the first week of January. Make a wish, make a wish. Wishes being granted. You and your environment this week. Beautiful. 9 of Pentacles. Love this card. 9 Pentacles. It's a gorgeous card of abundance, and yeah, that's nice. Then our environment around us. Now this is the energy in the environment around us, or it can sometimes be the way everybody in your environment is seeing you also. 10 Pentacles. We got the 10 of Pentacles. We got the 9 and then the 10. You're the 9 and then your environment's giving you the 10 of Pentacles. Gorgeous. Wow. All of these readings have been so amazing. All right, let's see our hopes and fears section. This one I almost said the Hermit because they look so much alike. It's not. It's the 5 Cups. You got 5 Cups in your hopes and fears section. And as your final potential outcome, 10 Swords. 10 Swords. We can deal with that. The Swords, I kind of cover the whole suit of swords in my Scary Tarot Cards video on my channel, the scariest cards in the tarot deck. Because swords are scary when they come up. And so I talk about those a lot. And that is a kind of scary card, the 8 of Swords. All right, before we go any deeper into that, I'm going to pull an Arcanum. And we will keep it hidden until the end of the reading. It'll provide further clarification or confirmation of this reading. And we'll read it either upright or reversed. I did a little special shuffle, so we are going to pay attention if it's reversed. And it wants to be that one. All right, so we'll keep that hidden until the very end. All right, you guys. Also, this situation on the screen here, I am recording on my laptop here. And when I go to this TikTok live studio and open it up, it put this frame thing so that I have 2 sections at the top that are turned sideways, and then I'm upright in the center. I don't know what to do about that. I suppose I could Google it and look it up. I'm sure there's videos galore about how to do these settings, but if anybody has a great tip to give me in the comments, I'm so open to it. All right, let's read how these came up for us. So this is for, again, our water signs. So this is going to be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay? Sun, Moon, or Rising. You're coming up with the 7 of Wands. This is kind of being attacked from the feeling of getting things coming at you from places you can't see. It's like getting attacked from different directions and you don't really see it coming. This is little, like, you ever have that week or day where you embark on your day and then just stuff happens and you're like, oh, first you're on your way to work and, you know, there's an accident and you get stuck in traffic and then you get to work and, you know, that's, to me, the 7 of Wands. It's all these, and it's also having to kind of keep battling. It's associated with the Chariot, the 7th major arcana, so that's having to keep battling these little things that keep coming up in order to keep making forward progress. So I feel like for whoever this water sign is going out to, this, you're going to be dealing with a little bit of this stuff this week. That's okay. You know it's coming, so you know how to prepare for that. You're being crossed as your challenge obstacle awareness by the Emperor. Okay, he is our fourth major arcana. He is rules, structure. He's all four kings combined. He is all about, well, rules and structure. He's got two Aries rams on his throne right there under his hands. It's just that Aries are just stability and structure. So you're being crossed by that this week. So I feel like, however that is challenging to you, these structures or these rules that you're having to deal with are giving you a challenge this week. You got more wands beneath you, though, that you're bringing with you. You're bringing with you, this is reassuring, the King of Wands. So I'll hold it up there and then I'll hold it here. So King of Wands, he's king, so he's in charge and he's looking toward forward progress of following your dreams and your passions and your also taking good care of your home and family and they're also all about home and family and roots. These wands are all about your roots. So this king is beautiful. You've got that down here in your subconscious tool shed, which tells me you're ready down within you to pursue your passions. And I feel like you've laid down, you have strong roots and structure to you. And that's great if you're being crossed by the Emperor. That's great that you have that in your subconscious tool shed. So you're stepping out of some heartache, some loss, some struggles, some arguments. It's a Three of Swords. This is change, and maybe change that had to come about maybe through having had some breakups, some arguments, stuff like that. I got to remember to show it briefly to both cameras. This is kind of a weird situation. Not as weird as the last week I tried. You'll see if you go watch last week's readings on my YouTube channel. I bought this thing that goes around my neck that holds my phone right here. So it gives me like my perspective doing the readings. I don't know how I feel about that either. Maybe if I get a different camera and I can do like a picture-in-picture thing, that might be cool. All right, so you stepped out of some change, some heartache in the recent past. And so now in your crown, up here in your crown chakra, you've got an Ace of Cups. Aces, again, are just they're the pure essence of the thing. And cups are emotion, connection, creativity. It's everything from the heart. I think of cups as everything from the neck down, whereas swords are everything from the head up, right? They're water, they're intuition. So it's about trusting intuition, following creativity. I feel like, and you've got that in your crown. So I feel like you're thinking really creatively and really wanting to just be creative and follow that might be why you're getting challenged by the Emperor. Okay. You got the Emperor as your challenge, which is pure structure, which tends to be counter creativity. I know I'm coming up against this in my own career in the public school system, which I've been devoted to, and I'm still devoted to. I believe firmly in a good quality education for everyone is in our best interest. However, our public school system is so huge and things have changed so rapidly in the world around that it cannot adapt and it cannot shift. And it's trying to still force these old rules and structures in an environment now where they no longer hold, and it's just leading to stress, anxiety. And that's what I'm observing. And so in our crown, we've got this Ace of Cups. So just thinking on just wanting to connect on a soul level with love and creativity is what the Ace is. Now, nothing has started yet. There's not a lot of details. It's just that pure energy that hasn't gotten fleshed out yet. And I feel that's where you are, whoever's hearing this, whichever water sign is hearing this. We do have a lot of water. Cups is pure lots of water. And then we're stepping into the Star card. Make a wish in your immediate future. So after the first week of February, wishes are being granted. This is a card that tells you to keep the faith. She's also practicing temperance. You'll notice she's on her knee and she's pouring the water like from the mountain into the lake and back again. She's very much aligned with temperance, keeping things balanced while you are keeping the faith. Do not give up hope. Keep the faith. because your wishes are being granted. You don't see it yet. You've only got the ace up here. It's just the beginning. You're not seeing things yet, so it's super important that you're keeping that faith. Make a wish. Your wish is being granted. And then, so you and your environment have this beautiful 9 pentacles. 9 is coming to the end of a cycle, a completion of something, a completion of a phase of your life that maybe was really rewarding, either in terms of your health or wealth or finances. Maybe you have been through an illness or injury in the recent past that now you've come through and finished. And so that's representing you this week in your environment, having come through that, and your environment around you. And let me hold that up there. 9 Pentacles. These cards are, this is by far my most beautiful tarot deck ever. I hope none of my other decks here get jealous hearing me say that. How's that for personification? I wonder if I have a couple students that actually watch me. So, this is 10 of Pentacles in your environment. So you were the 9, you've ended that cycle, but now your environment is giving you the 10, the beginning. Aces are a beginning. Ace in your crown, 10 in your environment. So you've come through something, and you've come through better in the end of it. And now you're starting a new beautiful cycle that's going to be even more fulfilling. So whereas the 9, she's good. She's well taken care of. She's very satisfied with her crop, with her, what she has manifested, and she's content and she's taken care of, and it's nice. It's very nice. However, it's not the 10. Look at the 10. Now the 10 has the whole family. It's got the children in the card. It's even got the little dog there. The 10 is like generational wealth. This is legacy. This is legacy building. This is the kind of wealth, health that you can leave to your ancestors. That's not going to just go away. That's not going to come and go as it will. And that's what your environment is giving you. That's awesome. That is so awesome. Hopes and fears. So I think it's probably a fear. You don't have to fear it. I know it's not a hope. I know it's a fear. And the only thing to fear is fear itself. That's kind of true. But your fear is this 5 cups. Okay, 5 of cups. This is the card of crying over spilt milk. He is standing there looking down at these 3 spilt cups. He has 2 full cups behind him that he's not looking at. He's just looking at those 3 spilt ones and crying over them, literally. Then in the background, and it's really hard to see on this particular card, you can see it better on the traditional deck, but there's a river, there's a castle across the river, and there's a river flowing under a bridge. Literally, there's the little bridge right there. Literally telling you, hey, that is water under the bridge. Don't focus on that. Turn around, look at what you got going for you, and move on. That's what that is. So this is your fear. I think you fear, look, this happens when this happens. You're stepping out of that 3 heart situation, those 3 of swords situation. And often when you go through a 3 of swords situation, you get that 5 of cups. Because it says those 3 swords, these 3 swords in the heart are those 3 spilt cups. It's that breakup or that argument or that whatever had to end that you're like, oh, that makes me sad. I'm sorry, I'm so sad that I had to end that, or I'm so sad that, or I had to give this up, or whatever. And it's thinking about what you lost instead of what you have ahead of you. And that often happens when you experience the 3 of swords. So just turn around. That's all you got to do. Just turn around. Look at the 2 full cups. Remember, not all is not lost. Remember this 5 energy that I talked about. 5s are backwards sucking energy. You're making progress. You've broken free of the stable 4s. And I say broken free. That stability can feel really good when you need it. But you can't stay there and still progress through life. So when you've gotten through the 4s, then you reach these 5s because you're making forward progress. So here comes these 5s pulling you back, trying to get you to go negative with your energy. All the 5s in the deck, including the Hierophant, they kind of keep you where you are or pull you backward. And then the sixes are wonderful because they're a tipping point. Positive energy again. It's so wonderful. So that's in your fears section. Don't fear it. Potential final outcome. We have to pay attention to also this 8 swords. Okay. It's the card of feeling entrapped. This makes so much sense with this whole reading. Okay. So potential final outcome is feeling entrapped. So you are battling things coming at you from all directions. You don't see where, having to fight for what your passion, what you believe in now. You're crossed by all this structure, the emperor, all these rules in this structure. Maybe it's your work, maybe it's your job, and it's all of a sudden what felt fine now feels constricting, like it's entrapping you. You've had some arguments, breakups in your recent past. You're bringing with you, though, this King of Wands. You're determined to move into your future with passion, following your passions and what's important to you. And in your crown, you've got the Ace of Cups, just pure love and new beginnings. And you're stepping into the Star card, Major Arcana, wishes being granted. So something really big is happening with you. You've got these gorgeous pentacles in your environment that say that you're really in a position to start doing something really, really positive, really well. Now you're fearing this 5 cups because you've had to end some things that have you thinking about your losses. So if you start thinking about your losses, what could happen is you're gonna you could feel entrapped, like she's feeling. But it's so important to remember. Look at how loose her blindfold is, and whatever that is around her, ropes. It looks like a loosely tied scarf around her, and she's got her toe dipping in the water too. That's important to note as well. I'll explain that. So what this card, this feeling of entrapment is all here. It's all your own thoughts are the only thing entrapping you is in your mind. So when you're feeling like those, you don't know what to do, and your brain just, you won't shut it off. You can't sleep it because you're being bothered by all these thoughts. That's really more the 9 of Swords. But some great exercises to help with that are meditation. I have some great meditation exercises, or even just closing your eyes and putting your music on a certain frequency that helps just even bring your brain into like a different wave frequency. Maybe sometime I'll do an episode about that, about those frequencies, about theta waves and beta waves and delta waves and all of that, because I've been learning a lot about that stuff too. So, and trust your intuition. That's the toe in the water. Her toe dipped in the water says, trust your intuition. Also, she's dressed in a red gown. Okay, red is the color of action, taking action. And what that says in this card is, listen, shake it off. Go for a walk. Do a meditation. Take a little action to break that mental feeling of entrapment, and you'll be fine. If she just did a little shimmy, all those things that she thinks are entrapping her would just fall away. It's that simple. So yeah, so that's what you got to think of when you potentially have an 8 of Swords situation, making you think you're feeling entrapped. What do you think our clarification or confirmation card is? I don't know. We're going to read it either upright or reversed. It's reversed. We have the Knight of Wands reversed. All right, Knight of Wands reversed. It's arrogance, conceit, arrogance. Okay, so this Knight of Wands, and you are Wands, you're the King of Wands. You want to pursue this passion, and you're battling the 7 of Wands in the center. You got these wands here, and you're feeling the King of Wands. You're bringing that with you as part of your subconscious. This Knight of Wands, the Knight of Wands is probably the most rushing in of all the knights. He's also like rearing up on his horse, kind of. He's very flamboyant, flashy, fiery. He's all about rushing in with passionate endeavors and stuff, but he can rush in very quickly. He can be very hasty, and doesn't always stick around. He's kind of a show-off, can be very showy with it, and maybe doesn't stick around for the hard work. So when the Knight of Wands comes up reversed, it's giving us arrogance. So maybe you have, I wonder, It's unrestrained emotions give way to destructive behavior. Pride blinds you to potential pitfalls. It can represent anger or recklessness. This Knight of Wands reverse. Anger, recklessness, potential pitfalls. So I think this is just further warning over how you're feeling this week, especially being crossed by an emperor. All these rules, it could be a boss you're being crossed by. Be careful. And you're battling these wands coming at you. Just be careful. Stay out of your ego. Make sure it's not about pride. I don't know if that ego card that arrogance card refers to you, whoever my water sign is, or if it refers to this emperor person challenging you. That might be the challenge. Maybe they have a lot of arrogance and that's what you're having to deal with. Interesting. Oh my gosh, I would so love to do further clarification, pull out some more tarot. We could pull one more. I want to pull one more. Let's use our Smith-Waite. This is Smith-Waite. This is a traditional Rider-Waite deck. But they call it the Smith-Waite deck because Pamela Coleman Smith did all the artwork for it. And her name never got on the original deck, which is made, I don't know how many millions of dollars, but go figure. It was 1909, I think, 1906 or 1909 when the original Rider-Waite deck came out. And back then, women didn't even have the right to vote. So the guys in their group who came up with the ideas and stuff and contracted with her, who was also part of their group, the Golden Dawn, to do the artwork for the deck, didn't put her name anywhere on the deck. But you know what's interesting about this Smith-Waite? She has her little initials. I got to show you guys this. So the Smith-Waite deck, I guess it would go like that. That's her initial that stands for Pamela Coleman Smith. The tall line is the P, and then the C, and then the S. So that's her signature, Pamela Coleman Smith, the artist who did all this artwork. It's everywhere on every card. See it right there on the Two of Wands. She has her, and look. Okay. Oh, no, my last reading was Two of Wands, but making a decision. This just happened to be the card I drew. She has her initials. She found a way to sneak it in about every card in the deck except for the Fool. The Fool card is the only card that doesn't have her initials on it. Do you love that? So anyway, I like to use the Pamela or the Smith-Waite deck, and we're going to pull a little further confirmation card or clarification for this, for my water signs, just because I can. Normally, I don't do this on these quick readings, but let's see. Tell us what more. And we might get a bonus Pixie. Her nickname was Pixie. There's some bonus art of hers in this deck. 2 bonus pieces of artwork that sometimes like to pop out. And if we get that, we'll pull another one as well. What do we need to know? Well, there we go. There's one. Page of Pentacles. So here's all these pentacles that you have. You are feeling the 9 of Pentacles. Your environment is giving you 10 of Pentacles. And then you come with a Page of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to have a message coming around your health, wealth, fine. Whatever this new business venture is, or whatever you're thinking, maybe you're changing careers. I don't know. It feels like something like that. Whoever I'm speaking to, you're going to get a message around that, I think. Let's pull one more. Let's see if we have one more. As it's speaking to you, Queen Bees. Oh, yay. That makes me happy. Very cool. Very cool. I love that. All right, here we go. One final one. Now, all of these a couple popped out. We're going to take those. We got Temperance. The Temperance card. Again, keeping things balanced, making sure you're keeping that balance as you're going through these. She matches the Star card. I think I told you the Star very much resembles Temperance, pouring the water from one cup to another, kind of like the Star card is doing, keeping things balanced out and keeping the faith. Is that Temperance card? That's confirmation of what you're stepping into. I feel like you're going to have, you're coming up against some stuff that's going to challenge you. Keep that temperance, keep that faith, keep that. And our final, a Knight of Wands. It popped out again, and it was kind of, again, you got the Knight of Wands reversed on our confirmation card, and there's the Knight of Wands again. I'm not sure the way it popped out, whether it was upright or reversed, But there's that Knight of Wands. Remember I told you he's like the most rushing in and how he's kind of reared up. He's also dressed the most flamboyantly. He's got the most flamboyant feather in his cap. He's got this robe that's all covered. I believe it's fish or birds, but it represents creativity on his, the clothing that he's wearing. But he's very flashy. So, yeah, I feel like you are dealing with somebody like that right now. In your, whoever I'm talking to, they might be even very arrogant. You're dealing with a very arrogant person in your life. Could be at work. Maybe. I think. I don't know. Wow. Well, you guys, I can't thank you enough. Cousin, I don't know if you're still here. I love you. Thank you for being here. I love you so much. I'm going to do more of these. I hope we get to see each other in person soon. I'm going to keep following you for sure. I love your crafts. Those things are so cool that you make. Oh, and I wanted to ask you, I was thinking, and I'm talking directly to my cousin who's on here. She builds these amazing little scenes. It's not exactly like doll houses, really. However, I have some that I might be interested in contracting you to build. I have some things that I looked at that and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And it's giving me neat ideas. So, all right, you guys, I got to log off. I've got other stuff I've got to go do today. It was so nice being here with you. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon. Love y'all. If you're G7, shout out to G7. You know, do all the things. Click all the buttons. Leave comment. I'll leave comments for you. And I will promote you as much as I can. All right. Love y'all. I'm out of here. See you soon. Have a blessed Saturday. Bye, cousin. Bye, Kristen. Thank you, guys. See you soon.